Hello, welcome to episode 7 of the How to Make Urban Garden and Roblox series. In this episode, we're going to be making a shop. So, remember, this is the sell NPC. I'm actually going to link the UI that I used in the description because a couple of people asked for that. And I'm going to link the UI I used in this tutorial as well. Now, I don't make UI, so beware, this shop UI is going to look terrible. Like, it will look so extremely hideous, but it'll work. So I recommend you change it and make your own. The stud texture, I literally just put some stud parts and took a screenshot and then edited it to make it the right size and shape for the UI. I have no idea how to do UI into starter UI. Let me enable it. Actually, it's enabled. Let me make it visible with the main frame so you can see it. I got the colors backwards as well. Green should be up top, but I really didn't want to redo it since that literally took me like 10-15 minutes to get right. So, yeah, make your own. Mine's really bad. We're going to add the spinning seeds eventually as well. Right now we don't have them. Oh, don't mind the neon berry thing. That was just from my test game. So in here, you can change the price. So basically, you have the main frame. In here, this is the scrolling frame with the seeds in it. The restock button, whoops. We aren't going to make it function today. We're gonna make the X button function. We're not gonna make any restocking. We're not even gonna make this stock thing function. We're going to just make it so you can buy it. We're not going to add gifting or Robux buying in this episode either. Just basic buying with coins or whatever your currency is. To edit things like prices, you're going to go into this scrolling frame called seeds. The seed name is important. So in replicated storage, we need to add a folder and name it seeds. And then from starter pack, we're just going to put these into that folder. And then, so in here, seed name needs to match, well, in these, see, these are the names of the seeds. And we're going to add a string value called default name. And the value is just going to be the name. So carrot seed for this one. And pineapple seed for this one. Make sure it's all case sensitive, so make sure to capitalize or make sure the capitalization's correct and spelling here. That should match this. The reason we have this because we're gonna change the names eventually, like when we put them into the player's inventory, so that we can display the amount that they have of it, like X2, X4, X7 feed name. I still need this because we're not changing the function of that at all. We do need modules inside of each of these. We're gonna call it config, just like for the plants. And all that we need for now, we're going to need more when we add restocking, but for now we just need to add a price, which is 10 in this case. And that's it for this, or no, it's not 10 for this one, it's 10 for this one. I'm gonna make another one for pineapple. This one's price is going to be, let's say 40. Now you can change it in here. So you open up the UI and you can change these. Buy frame, you can change it so that the buy button, you're just gonna change the text and then obviously change it a bit. The way I'm doing this is, if you look at this, when this frame, so this one right here, main, has all this stuff in it. And let me change the price. This one's fine, but in the pineapple one, if I go into main, price label, I'm gonna change it to 40. And then uncommon is fine, all that, but I need to change the seed label to pineapple seed. There we go. Now, basically buy frame is the same for all of them, but I can change the text of the buy button. I'm gonna change it to 40 because it's 40, not 50. Now, basically, what it is going to do is like, I'll show you on the carrot one. So the main is anchored up top, and this one is on the bottom, which means when I expand this main carrot one, see, when I change the size to like 0.24, I think is what it was. Yeah, yep. And then I make the buy frame visible. It pops it out. Basically, it's just gonna do that, but with a script. I don't know why the buttons look so weird. They're so spaced out. They weren't like that at first. I don't know what happened. Make this main frame here. Gonna turn visible off. We're going to script it. So we need to go into starter player scripts, dialog handler. Down here below all of this, I'm going to do buying. So buying. Need to add a new NPC. I'm just going to duplicate this one. I'm just gonna remember buying is on the left. I'll change the events of it. I'll change the events of it for sure. But right now it's fine. So we need the dialog prompt, and we need this dialog UI. We're actually not scripting this today because there's really no reason to until we add the typewriter function, which I'm gonna do when we have one of the I'll do 0.5 episodes are going to be like cosmetic or aesthetics, so they won't actually like change the functionality of anything. They'll just make things look better. This guy's the buy NPC. So now we need local buy prompt. Close game, not workspace. Let me just oh, okay. Now we're just going to get like local buy NPC equals oops. Okay, not workspace, NPC is wait for child buy NPC. Go buy prompt equals buy NPC. Wait for child dialog prompt. We need the player GUI, so right down here, or up here, player GUI equals player wait for child player GUI. Main shop frame equals player GUI. Wait for child seed shop. That's what it's called, right? Seed shop. Wait for child mainframe, because that's what I named it. So when you're waiting for a child, see how this is like further in? That's because it's inside of this. That's its parent. This is the child of seed shop. So when we're doing wait for child or find first child, or even a dot, if I were to do mainframe dot seeds, that's saying to go inside of mainframe and find the thing called seeds. So if you have your UI structured differently, you just have to change how you're getting these things, these variables. Local title frame equals main shop frame, wait for child title frame. So this one right here. Local exit shop button equals title frame, wait for child exit button. Local selected seed equals nil. Local buy connection equals nil. This is because we're going to connect a function and we want to disconnect it so we don't end up like it doesn't detect 2 clicks instead of 1 on the buy button, which will happen. Local click connections equals, this is the same thing, just need them separate for the separate things. Buy prompt dot triggered connect function player who triggered. If player who triggered equals player, then main shop frame dot visible equals true. Local seed frames equals main shop frame dot seeds, colon get children, for underscore comma seed frame in pairs, seed frames, do if seed frame colon is a frame, then local connection equals frame seed frame dot input. Okay, we're gonna put a colon right here, colon frame. That just tells the actual thing that this is a frame. That we're expecting a frames. Input began, colon connect function, input, comma, or just input. If input dot user input type equals enum dot user input type, the mouse button 1, then, and something we're going to do is right below this connection is table.insert quick connections connection. And you'll see why in just a little bit. Local by frame equals seed frame dot by frame. If selected seed, then these sizes that I'm about to use are just for the UI that I made. You're gonna have to test if you make your own UI. You just have to test and use different values. So selected seed dot size equals udim2 dot from scale selected seed dot size dot x dot scale, and then over here I'm doing 0.15 because that is what it is by default. So actually right here when we're doing this connection, do seed frame dot main because I realized it would do it if we clicked on the by frame too, and I don't want that. Here I'm doing selected seed dot by frame dot visible equals false. If seed frame is not equal to selected seed, then selected seed equals seed frame. Now I'm going to copy this right here, but do seed frame and do seed frame here. I guess it doesn't really matter because we already said it. We could do that. But now I'm going to do 2.4, and again, this number is just for my UI. If you're using my UI, which I highly recommend you do not do, you could use the same number, but you should really make your own UI. Mine is really terrible. By frame dot visible equals true. Here, I'm going to put an else, and then selected seed equals nil. Basically, if the seed frame, so the one that we're looking at right now, is equal to selected seed and we click it, or not equal to it, that means that this is a new one that is not opened up where you can like click buy and stuff, which means we need to do that. But if it is equal to it, that means it was already open, right? Well, yeah, because we set it to nil. So that means it was already open. So now we're closing it and setting it to nil. Local, I'm just going to get that up here. Local buy button equals buy frame dot buy button, because right here, oops, inside of each of these, that's okay, inside of each of these buy frames, a buy button, a Roblox buy button, and a gift button. We're just looking at the buy button today. If buy connection, then buy connection colon disconnect. I don't know why it's capitalizing that C. I don't want that. Okay, there. Now buy connection equals buy button dot mouse button 1 click colon connect function local seed name equals selected seed, that's seed name, no, sorry, equals seed frame, that's seed name dot value. Now inside of each of, or no, now we need another event in the events folder called buy. I'm gonna get the buy event, local buy event equals events dot buy. Now that we have the buy event, we're just going to buy event colon fire server seed name. I'd recommend saving because don't want to lose it if somehow your thing crashes or whatever. Now, I'm going to go into the server script and get the by event. Local by event equals events.by event or .by. By event to on server event connect function provider seed name. I need to get the seeds folder. So down here or up here, local seeds. I'm gonna put another space. Local seeds equals replicated storage dot seeds. Then in here, local seed equals seeds. Go and find first child. Seed name. If seed, then local config equals seed. Colon find first child. Config. Oh wait, we need to require it. So I'm just going to put it in there and require. Local price equals config dot price. Local reader stats equals player colon wait for child reader stats. Local coins equals reader stats colon wait for child coins. Now we're going to check if they have enough. So if coins dot value is greater than or equal to price, then coins dot value minus equals price. Now for underscore comma item in pairs player colon wait for child backpack colon get children do if item colon find first child default name and item dot default name dot value equals seed name. Then I'm just gonna copy paste this right here to this and then get dot value because I don't know, I like it better. Oh yeah, so inside of each seed we need an int value, which is just an integer value, which means a whole number. So it can't be like 1.5. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It can be negative as well, though. So we're going to call this amount. And the default value, we're just going to set it as 1, basically, which is just the normal value. I'm going to put 1 in each seed. And then local seed amount equals seed. Go and find first child amount. Sorry, not seed. Item. If seed amount, then seed amount value plus equals 1. Basically, we're gonna make them stack. So if you buy more than one, you don't get like 2 separate tools. So you just get one tool that'll say like X3 or whatever. We're gonna do that right now, actually. So item.name equals item.default name .value dot which connects strings. Then we're gonna put a square bracket and then X. I'm gonna put a capital X because I think that's what they do in the game. Can't remember. Then seed amount dot value. Now, that should be it for that specific one. And then return. Now outside of the for loop, local character equals player dot character. If character, then. So now basically we're just going to get the item. So local item. This is so if they're holding it in their hand, because when you're holding a tool in your hand, it gets taken out of your backpack and gets put into your character instead. So local item equals character. Find first child, which is a tool. If item, and then up here where we have this, we're gonna copy that, say, and all of that. Then, and we're just gonna copy all of this inside of here. That's good for that. Now, we need to go down here and say local new seed equals seed, clone, new seed dot parent equals backpack, or player, wait for child, backpack. So this is, if they don't already have one to stack it to, it'll do this, because if they do, it'll catch it and it'll it'll return, which will stop this from ever running. Now new seed dot name equals new seed dot default name dot value dot x dot or no, we're just going to do 1 because it'll be 1 no matter what when it's the first time we're adding it. So now let's test this, but first we're going to go into the player setup script and change this to like 20, right? Because I think my carrots were, the price was 10 because I don't have anything. Oh, whoops. Okay, in dialogue handler right here, it said play GUI, do player. And I have 20 coins to start now. It opens it up, press this, and it does not take my money. Why doesn't it take my money? Oh, and I forgot to script that. Hold on, back in dialogue handler, we're gonna go down here and say exit shop button, dumb mouse button 1 click, colon connect, function, main shop frame dot visible equals false, and then 4 underscore comma quick connection in pairs, quick connections, do quick connection colon disconnect. I'm just gonna double check, make sure. Oh, it's because the price is 40. Let me change the price to 10 and it should work. It's because I couldn't afford it. Okay, let me in player setup, let me add the character. So now in here, I'm just going to change the walk speed because I'm tired of being so slow. I have 20 coins. There, I bought a carrot seed. It says X1. I bought another one. It says X2. Now, it doesn't actually change that text or destroy it. We have an infinite seed. So now, in the server, again, in the plant event, in here where it says if seed tool and all of this right here, if seed tool dot amount dot value is greater than or equal to 1, then cut this, put it in there. I'm gonna say local planted equals this, so I'm just setting planted equal to that. Then if planted, then seed tool dot amount dot value minus equals 1. If seed tool dot amount dot value is less than or equals 0, it should never be less than 0, but I do that just to be safe. Then seed tool colon destroy. All I need to do is in plant handler and in plant seed function right here. After this, in this if new circle dot parent, then I'm just going to return true, which basically is just returning true. When you return something from a function, it's gonna, if you set the function equal to a variable, that's the value. And so that function equals true if it's planted, basically. So if it returns true, basically, so if it's true, this will be true. So that means that it did get planted, so then we're gonna subtract 1, because we don't want to subtract 1 if it wasn't actually planted. So now I can buy a couple of carrot seeds. I didn't change the text yet, but you can see it gets destroyed after 2. And I've got a couple of carrots, which I can sell for 21. So I barely made a profit. Probably gonna want to balance things a bit, change some pricing, change some cost of buying them. Oh, I didn't sell. Oh, okay. I forgot to change the actual in here. So in pineapple seed, in the UI, seed shop, seeds, pineapple, because I had it in my test game, which I had it as neon berry seed. I need to switch this to pineapple seed. I need to balance it a little bit. So in here with the plants, we have carrot config, default price is 15. It's really quite low. Oh, because I have it more so down here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna set it to that. Oh yeah, I had some people saying that the sign wasn't showing their name. I'm not really sure why that would be, but if you do it right in episode 1, it will show the name. Something wrong with your update UI function and plant handler or bot handler. I'm gonna sell my inventory. 29. Okay, that's better. That's better. And then in server, when we do this right here, and we subtract the value, then I'm going to set the name. So seed tool dot name equals seed tool dot default name dot value dot this dot seed tool dot amount dot value and dot there we go. So now if we look at this, and let me get a couple of them. So it says x2, and when I plant one, it says x1, and then it'll be none when I don't have any. So now we can buy and sell crops. We can or buy seeds and sell crops. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. I have like 230 subscribers at the time of recording this. And that's just really crazy because I had like 40 subscribers about a week ago. Thank you all so much, and see you in the next one.